Today the lab is about the design of the first order active filter and the verify their cutoff frequency using hardware and the software tools. Filter are actually the circuit which allow to pass the selected range of frequency while rejecting the rest of the frequency. Actually the filters are of two types, active filter and the passive filter. Active filter has some specific gain and also perform the filtering. Transistors and the op-amp are used for the active filter configuration. Passive filters have no specific gain, they have unity gain and they just perform the filtering. The filter that only consists of RC, RN or RLC component are the passive filters. According to general response of the filters, there are the four basic categories of the filters, that are the low pass filters and high pass filters and the band stop filters. The general diagram of this filters is shown in the figure 10.1. This op-amp and this resistor R1 and the R2 will make this filter as an active filter because they will give the gain of the filter, and these frequency selective RC circuit will determine the type of the filter, whether it is low pass filter and high pass filter and the pass band filters. The end of the passband region is determined by its cutoff frequency, which is given by this frequency formula. The value of this R and C will determine the values of the cutoff frequency. The cutoff frequency is usually defined by the points where the response drop to -3 dB from passband region in dB scale and the 0.707% of the maximum linear gain region. The first order filter is usually produce a decay rate of -20 dB per decay. The first type that we will discuss in our lab is the low pass filters. The first lab task is about the design of the low pass filters. The low pass filter circuit diagram is shown in the figure 10.2. Here the two resistors RA, RF and RA are used for the gain of the amplifiers, and this resistors R1 and the capacitor C1 is used for the filtering purpose. This FL will determine the cutoff frequency of the filters, and the filter response will be look like this. This response will show the response of a low pass filter. You can clearly see that at low frequency the gain of the filter is maximum, and with the passage of the time as the frequency increases the filter response decreases, which will show that it is a low pass filter which allow to pass a low frequency and attenuate the high frequency. To determine its cutoff frequency, we will use this formula FL, and according to this formula, the cutoff frequency is 1.59 kilohertz, and the gain of the amplifier is 11, and we have to prove both these things on the hardware, that is the cutoff frequency and the gain of the amplifier and the frequency response of the amplifiers. To verify the cutoff frequency of the low pass filter, I just assembled the circuit on the breadboard. These two components are used for the filtering purpose, and these two components will provide the gain of the low pass filters. To verify its cutoff frequency, I just applied an input signal, this one of frequency of 1 kilohertz and the VRMS of 1 volt at the input resistors of the filters. And to verify its output, I just connected the output pin at the pin number 6 of the op-amp, and just see that the filter response is showing on the circuit diagram. Could not get any kind of the input. You can just adjust the knob of the oscilloscope to obtain the output. You can clearly see that at the frequency of 1 kilohertz the filter showing the maximum output because it is at the low frequency range. With the passage of the time, as we increase the frequency, let's suppose I am taking it as a 100 kilohertz, the amplitude of the output voltage is decreasing, that is 1.1 volt, and the low frequency like 100 hertz the output is maximum, that is the 10.7 volt. And if I gradually increase the frequency, like I am increasing it from 1 kilohertz to 1 kilohertz to onward, then the amplitude of the output voltage is decreasing gradually, and at the cutoff frequency, after cutoff frequency, which is 1.5, the decrease in the output voltage is maximum, and that is shown on the values of by the values of RMS voltage. And this is basically the response of the low pass filters, and it is also displayed by its border plot, which basically show the values of the output voltage versus the frequency with the passage of time. The second task is about the high pass filter. This high pass filter is the same as the low pass filter, with the little difference that the values of these two components are interchanged. You can see that in the low pass filters, the input is at the resistors, and while in the high pass filter, the input at the capacitor. The purpose of this resistor are the same as previously described. These two resistors provide the gain of the high pass filters, and the frequency of cutoff frequency of the high pass filters is shown by this formula. The high pass filter for the given lab is designed for a cutoff frequency of 15.9 kHz while taking the R2 as 10 kΩ and capacitor C2 as 1 nanohz, and the gain of the amplifier is the same as in the low pass filter, that is 11 Hz. By the cutoff frequency of the high pass filter, I assembled the circuit on the breadboard, and this circuit is same as the low pass filter, with this little difference that the position of these two resistors and capacitors are interchanged. They are just performing the filtering task, but the difference is that now the input is at the capacitor instead of the resistors. The process of determine the cutoff frequency and create response is the same. You just apply and the input signals of 1 volt at the capacitors, that is shown in the oscilloscope, that is the 1 volt, and the frequency of 3.4 hertz. You can select any frequency at the start just to set the signal. Now you have to verify its cutoff frequency. Now see the output, which is at the terminal 6 of the op-amp. At this point, when you will connect the knob of output, you see that the output voltage 3.1 volt at the frequency of 3.4 hertz, that is at high frequency. For high frequency, if you take the start with the low frequency, that is 100 hertz, you can clearly see that at the low frequency the output is very low, that is in the millivolt. Because it is an high pass filter, at the start high pass filter, the value of the output voltage is very low, and with the passage of time, as the frequency increases, the output voltage increases. So I am increasing the frequency of the output signal, that is I am increasing it to 1 kHz. At 1 kHz, the values of the output voltage is increasing, that is 2.9 volt. At 100 Hz it was in millivolts, and now in 1K it is in 2.9 volt. Now on increasing further with 10K, now 10K, at 10K the values of the output voltage is also increases, and if we increase further the frequency up to more like 100 Hz, the values of the output voltage also increases. So this will show the values of the output voltage that is increases with the passage of the time with increase in the frequency, and this will show the response of the high pass filter. Now the third task is about the band pass filter. The band pass filter is actually the filter that allow to pass the specific band and reject the all other frequency. The band pass filter is shown in the figure 10.4. The output response of the band pass filters is shown here. So you can see that this responses consist of the two parts, a high pass filters and a low pass filters, and according to this diagram, it also has the two filters that are cascading. If first high pass filter, then next is the low pass filters, and these responses will combine together to form a band pass filter. As there are the two filters in this band pass filter, so it will also have the two frequencies, that is a lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency, and difference of these two frequency will give you its bandwidth. Now I will design this filter for the two frequency, the first low frequency of f1 kilohertz and the second low frequency of 15 kilohertz, and this difference of the two frequency will give me its bandwidth. To verify the cutoff frequency of the band pass filter, I just assembled the two filter on the breadboard. First is the high pass filter and the second is the low pass filter. As I mentioned previously that a band pass filter is the combination of a high pass filter and a low pass filter. So I just applied the input signal at the capacitor, which is the high pass filters, and the output is taken from the pin number 6, which is the low pass filter. The low pass filter at the low pass filter the input at resistors, and in high pass filter the input is at the capacitor. To verify its cutoff frequency, I just applied an input signal of 1 volt as I previously do in the low pass and high pass filters, and then I will see the response of the output of this filter. To check the output response, you can check that at the low frequency the out signal of the output is very low, that is at 10 kilohertz frequency the output is very low, and as we increase the frequency, that is 100 hertz, the output voltage increases, and if we further increase the frequency to 1 kilohertz, then the output increases. It was showing the trend of a pass band filter. Now it is in the mid band gain region where the output voltage is maximum. Now if I further increase the frequency like 10 kilohertz, the response of output voltage decreases. Now it is going towards the high cutoff frequency region. If we further increase the frequency to 100 kilohertz, then the output voltage is very low. This will show the trend of a band pass filters, that with the low frequency the output voltage was very low, and with increasing the frequency the output voltage was increases. Then after specific high cutoff frequency the output voltage was again decreasing. This will show the trend of a band pass filter, and this is also proved by the Bode plot of this filter.